leading into the conference road game, which is really big game for us. Obviously, we have the long travel that leads to the games in our conference when we play teams on the East Coast. I think Charlotte's a great setting. I love that stadium. I love the setup they got there, so it's a good place to play. We just need to, manage the trip and manage the time difference. The game's obviously starting, later, our time, 4 o'clock our time, at 7 o'clock Eastern time out there, and so, it'll get us. We'll have to acclimate to that with getting up, a little bit earlier than what we're used to as we go through the week and go through the game, Friday, Saturday schedule. Charlotte, like always, really athletic team. Got a lot of team speed on both sides of the football. Have a new defensive coordinator this year, and he's establishing his system there, and they're getting better all the time within the system and how they're playing. They've had a tough schedule. Their record is probably not, and it isn't anywhere indicative of the type of team that they are, because they've had, again, they haven't had any, 1AA opponents or anything. Well, they did have one, but they have a good one, in William and Mary, who's a good football team, and their starting quarterback was out. Charlotte's starting quarterback was out for that game. But the rest of their slate's been a pretty, difficult slate, some tough teams, and they had a big win over Georgia State in one of their games. So again, it'll be trying to handle Reynolds, the quarterback's always he's always a handful. He's very athletic and very much of a really good creator. Their receivers are, they got really good speed at their receiver position, so that, definitely will be a challenge. One of their games this year against Georgia State, they passed for 401 yards in that game, so they definitely can throw the ball and move the ball and have a really good offense. And as I said, defensively, they got tons of team speed and lots of athleticism on the defense, and so that'll be a challenge for us as well. And like I said, a road conference game, they're all, as we go through this whole schedule, every game's going to be, the rest of the way, every game's going to be a battle. I mean, that's just what they are, and so that, we're looking forward to going to Charlotte, and our big quest is to go down there and play really good, fundamentally sound football, and do what we do best and execute our schemes and play good in all three segments again.